The land of laundering was a peaceful, thriving country until one day disaster struck.
The city of Ashpeak was destroyed by a terrible avalanche. The destruction was so great, the city was soon abandoned.
A few years later, Fairweather was hit by a terrible tornado that not only destroyed the city, but also destroyed crops and livestock.
No more than a few months after that, Haldren, the safest city in all of the land, built by the mountain valley, was squashed by a rock slide.
Only a few years later after that, Grand Crescent, which was a religious city built on the base of a great Mount Pikatu, was destroyed. Shortly after we found out the mountain was actually a volcano, that is.
Years have passed, but the country is still struggling to rebuild. Most of the refugees have ended up in my home, Delsima, the last major city. The influx of people has taken its toll on the city itself. Besides this, however, nothing bad has happened until one day.
A young carpenter named Azu was patching a roof of a building in the harbor town when he looked up and saw it staring back at him.
Disaster struck my struggling city.
The tsunami poured Azu off the roof of the building. He struggled for his life.
The wave washed me back out to sea, where I eventually washed up by the old man's home.
The boy was furious. Knowing that I was the only surviving religious elder of Grand Crescent, he came to me for answers.
Everyone I knew was probably dead. I needed a way to save everyone.
Luckily for Azu, I knew the answers to his questions.
He told me the reason behind the disasters was a demonic drum, that when it was played would cause disaster. And then he said,
I'll give you the tool to fix everything.
He gave me an old wristband with a little hourglass on it.
By putting it on, you will go through time backwards. This will allow you to find the drum and prevent it from being played, thus saving the future.
I didn't believe him, but I put it on anyway.
By putting it on, you will go through time backwards. This will allow you to find the drum and prevent it from being played, thus saving the future.
I know, you said that already.
I'll give you the tool to fix everything.
Stop it.
Luckily for Azu, I knew the answers to his questions.
The old man proceeded to recite his half of our conversation in reverse. I realized that time had indeed started going backwards. I watched as my city put itself back together and the tsunami went back out to sea.